What's up everybody and welcome to the channel. In today's video we're checking out this 2026 Toyota Camry XLE. This one's also all-wheel drive, so first time checking that out on the newest generation. Finished off in midnight black with an MSRP at $38,200. Is this the ultimate economical car? You know, it's not the most expensive thing out there. Very typical car in the USA. Honestly, one of the #1 sellers in our country. So from here, let's pop the hood. Obviously, the newest Camry is only hybrid. They're mainly front-wheel drive. However, with the all-wheel drive one, it basically adds electric motors on that rear axle to give you the all-wheel drive capability, which is going to be exciting to check out. So it's a 2.5 liter inline 4-cylinder, and then net horsepower on this one is 232. Engine's torque is 163, and we have an eCVT transmission. Now with that, we have a 13-gallon fuel tank, and then you're looking at 46 mpg, both city and highway. For the styling with the XLE, I like the LED headlights. You got these cool double beam, and then that cool running light throughout it, blacked out housing, and then a nice dark trim piece. Small opening up above with your silver Toyota badge, and then I like this silver color for the main grille. You got a sporty style, functional air inlets, and overall it's a pretty cool looking sporty economy car. Has a really good look to it. I like the overall front end appearance with that hammerhead style. It's a really sweet looking average car. You have some sharp body lines in the bumper that cut right into the hood, and then around the wheels, these are 18-inch diameter, a nice dual tone color with a multi-spoke, and then you have the sharp body line as well. You have one sharp body line cutting through the door handles, another one in the side skirt. Then we got the body color on the mirrors, the handles, chrome trim, LED, and then more chrome all throughout the windows. Side profile is pretty proportional. It's a typical size for a midsize, so obviously it looks kind of the way you would expect, just a good Camry look overall. That sharp line cuts its way into the back, and we have a sweet set of LED taillights. Finished off in red, you got Camry written out with your Toyota badge, and then even body colored on the lower portion of the bumper. For the badging, we got XLE, of course that all-wheel drive badge, hybrid electric vehicle badge as well. And overall, it comes together nicely. It's a good update over the original Camry from the previous generation. Now we have a button right here, manually pop open the trunk. You got over 15 cubic feet of cargo volume, and while this one just has the carpet floor mats, you can get a nice set of last fit all-weather floor mats. Hey everybody, today's video is brought to you by Last Fit. If you're looking to get a nice set of all-weather floor mats for your Toyota, take a look at the link down in the description below. Our viewers even get a nice discount. Now, if you look at, especially a Toyota Camry, the standard floor mats, if they're carpeting, are kind of basic. However, the Last Fit all-weather floor mats are gonna really do a great job covering the entire interior, even have a large lip to cover all around where your footwell is. So that way when they get dirty, just pop them out, clean them up, throw them right back in, and you're good to go. The factory Toyota all-weather floor mats even don't really cover that well. So if you're looking for a nice set of all-weather floor mats for your new Toyota, check out the links down below and find your specific vehicle, and you're gonna get a nice set, even cargo liners as well for any of these Toyotas. So check out the links below. I've really enjoyed the Last Fit liners on all of my cars, and I know you guys will too, and especially with the discount you guys can get in the description below. Now underneath the floor, you're gonna get a spare tire with all of the changing equipment, and then what I like, you have these pull tabs to unlock the rear seats. So if I go through here, we can pull these down and you're gonna maximize the space. Seats fold down flat, we got a large cutout into the trunk. So this is a pretty useful car for people as well as stuff. Closing that, moving on to the overall interior. XLE is gonna have a nice black leather interior with the cool Dynamica accents you'll see out front. So in back, we just have some plastic trim, some silver, a little bit of a vinyl material with your padding, and then on the seats, we have the smooth leather with the perforations all throughout it. Now at 5'11", sitting back here, I do have pretty good knee room and foot room. Not bad at all. It's actually really roomy, good headroom as well. We can pull this down for an armrest with cup holders. Got your air vents and plugs, and the seats are overall pretty comfortable. Wouldn't mind some more lumbar support, but overall, honestly not a bad place to be. Climbing out, with the key fob you can lock and unlock it from the door handle, of course, and then with the door open, we get that really cool fabric style trim I like quite a lot. Soft touch plastic up here, and then the padded armrest, all of your controls. These are power control up front as well, and then we have these smooth leather with the perforations all throughout it. Got that cool fabric once again, and then a leather wrapped steering wheel. Hopping inside, foot on the brake, let's fire it up. Engine doesn't always turn on, given it's a hybrid. Cruise controls on the right, we have some screen controls and audio on the left, and then we have a steering wheel stalk on the right side for windshield wipers, turn signals, and the headlights over on the left. Now moving on to the gauge cluster, you have a pretty cool look with all sorts of different information that's able to pop up. Then if you hold down the OK icon, it's going to be configurable now. So I can go through a lot of different information in the center, which is a nice touch. Over on the left side as well, you can see all sorts of trip info, eco score, EV ratio, and then even on the right we have the all-wheel drive you can view, blank, and all sorts of other information. So pretty cool layout overall for this car. Automatic high beams, trunk release, fuel cap, more of that trim, some gloss color for your air vent. Dashboard is a soft touch, and then I like how the air vent goes into this whole trim piece into this larger screen. Yeah, more of this fabric material all throughout the dash. And then this is the, still, I guess at this point, old screen. We saw the new screen on the 2026 RAV4, so hopefully maybe next year we'll see the new updates for the Camry. This is Toyota screen we've seen for a couple years now. Overall, it is kind of basic for having such a large screen, but hopefully we'll see new programming shortly. Got all your settings, pretty simple to go through. You're gonna get CarPlay on it as well. And then just a nice, simple backup camera. There's heated seats, all these toggles for climate control, air vents, plugs, and wireless charging. Got all sorts of storage down below, and then our drive modes. So if we toggle this, it's gonna pop up on the screen. And then we even have an EV mode right here that you can toggle and drive this in pure electric for slow speed. It's really only just for parking lot stuff. Got a really nice padded armrest with some stitching and then a ton of space. And then our glove box on the right side is pretty large. One last look at the interior. It's a nice layout overall. I think Toyota did a good job on their newest Camry. It's got a really good fit and finish, especially for the XLE model. Cool looking headliner as well. And then there's gonna be a sunglass holder up in the top, and then just a standard mirror with your garage door buttons underneath. All right, so setting off now in the all-wheel drive Toyota Camry. So we don't really see many of these in our area. This is the only one I've even seen our dealer get since even the 2025 model year. So I love the little gauge. You can see your front and rear axle, and then you can basically monitor where the power is going. So the rear wheels are only driven by electronics. The front, of course, will have the gas engine always directly connected, but then you're gonna also have the EV system up there. So getting up and going, that is quite nice. So there's like the tiniest bit of wheel squeal just there from the front, but nothing really. In the front wheel drive one, if I was kind of aggressively getting into traffic like that, the front spins the tires quite a bit. And I looked at the gauge and I could see that the rear had a lot of the blue. So we had a lot of EV power going to the rear to help me get up and go. So I like the all-wheel drive just because it does give you a little bit better driving characteristics when you are just driving around town in normal mode or sport mode and just doing your day-to-day. Now, inclement weather, of course, the all-wheel drive is really cool. You know, the biggest competitor to the Camry is the Accord, and you can't get all-wheel drive. So the fact that this does have that available is fantastic. It seems like any all-wheel drive car that they even get, they send to a dealership more up north. So again, more of a northern vehicle is where you're gonna find the all-wheel drive ones, but this is a really good touch. Quickly getting up to speed, once again, all four wheels are sending power, and then we're up and easy. If you slowly accelerate, you'll see it's just front wheel drive. But I love how you have the assistance in back just to limit wheel spin and maintain the most traction possible. It makes it drive a little better than front wheel drive. I like it quite a lot. I would probably go for it, even though we hardly actually ever get the snow, but that is a nice blend. Now overall, with the EV power, it is a peppy car for sure. When you give it some throttle, just half throttle, we're up to speed, no big deal. This is an economical car that can easily merge with traffic, even highway speeds. So the Camry just really is a solid car. I love the powertrain. Now overall ride quality, you know, it's fine. I will say it's a little stiffer than an Accord. The seats are a little stiffer than an Accord as well. So it doesn't quite have that plush ride quality that the Accord is gonna have. It's still a nice car. It's fairly quiet. It's fairly comfortable. It could be a little more plush, I would say. But not to say that's a bad thing, just it's a little stiffer than obviously the Accord. So it's nice overall, it's comfortable enough, you have really good visibility. I mean, it's just an easy car to drive, and then all the tech is super easy and super simple. Really no complaints with how it works. The interior fit and finish is quite nice as well. I love this fabric. I know some people, they don't like this, but honestly, I think it looks so cool. And there are so many different trim levels of Camry, you can really get the right one. And most of them should offer all-wheel drive as well. Wish the backer camera was a little bigger, but overall we can still do a nice 3-point turn. But overall driving dynamics with the Camry is a pretty solid economy car. That's, you know, a nice step up from your typical economy cars. But then when you add all-wheel drive, it takes it up a notch for sure.